What's going on, guys? So in this video I'm going to do a quick example of arrays, and I've made this arrays example class outline, so I'm going to fill it in now. So public class arrays example curly brackets public, let's make the constructor arrays example. We want no arguments, and let's do some curly braces again. So let's try and make an array now. So int, to declare an array of any type, you type the name of the type, and here we're going to do an int, and then you name the array, let's call it numbers, and to initialize that array you have to declare how many entries you want in the array, because it's a static collection type. So that means you have to declare how many elements it has on initialization, as opposed to a dynamic collection. So like an array list, for example. So int numbers, we want a new int array of 5 entries. So what you have to do here is type new and then the type of the array that you want again and how many entries. So here we want 5. So we've got that there. So what can we do now? Well, we need to iterate through each entry of our array and add something to it. So let's declare an int I equals 0. So let's iterate while I is less than the length of the collection. So while I is less than numbers, and to get the length of an array, a static array in Java, you simply type length, if I spell it correctly, without the brackets. So this will give us the length of 5, because there are 5 entries stored at indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so on each iteration we want to increase the loop variable by 1. So increment I, and to access each element of an array you simply type the name of the array and some square braces and then the index of the value that you want. So we want I to be the index, so here we type numbers.I, and let's set it to, it has to be an integer because we've declared this array of type integer, so let's set it to I. So this will go through every element in the array of size 5 that we've declared, and it will initialize it to 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 at indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So now let's create another for loop. So int j equals 0, and we're going to iterate again through our array. So dot length j plus plus. Oh, I've accidentally put an I there. Hopefully you spotted that. And let's print out the element and the value at that index. So print, we want the name of our array and we want the element at j. There we go. So we'll put the j in square brackets. So this will be numbers 0, numbers 1, numbers 2, etc. So let's see if that works. Let's construct an arrays example object. And that's worked, guys. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 stored in our numbers array. So what arrays can we do? Well, you can do an array of anything you like. So let's do a string called names, and let's set it to 8 names. And so we have to change this to names, and we have to change this array name to names. Okay, and this one to names. I did not know I've written this so many times. I should have copied and pasted. Okay, so there we go. So because this is a string array, we have to, what's going on? String array names, new names of size 8. Cannot find symbol class names. That's odd. There we go. I always do this error, guys. I've put the name as a type. Hopefully you spotted that, I bet you did. Okay, so what's going on here? Incompatible type, so it's telling us that we have to store strings in this array, because with arrays you have to say the type at the start and also the number of elements at the start, which we've done here. We've told it we want an array of 8 strings. So let's set all entries to Bob. So hopefully all our entries will be stored as Bob in here, all 8 name entries, and hopefully they'll all be printed out as Bob in this one. So let's do that now. Create an arrays example object, and there's 8 Bobs, because it iterates through here and initializes each array entry to Bob, or should I say array element, and then it prints out each array element in this loop. So Bob, 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 Bob. Hopefully that was 8 times. Yep, so that's it guys, and hopefully this video helped you, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Take it easy guys.